All right, it's your brother Sorry back with another one. Just want to do a real quick one in regards to physical illnesses and how they correspond to situations in your life. Okay, so yeah, yeah when we talk about symbols, right? And we talk about how a symbol is anything you give your attention to, and I have to do a whole nother video on that. But a large part of the value of symbols is that symbols are an attention span hack, in the sense that a symbol can have a lot more meaning packed into one little thing. You see what I'm saying? Then let's say how we were talking about something with phonetic script. It's just a sound or whatever catch me be. It's representative of a sound and everything like that, nothing else or what have you. So a symbol is anything that we give our attention to. A feeling uh, qualifies as a symbol or what have you. It's something that grabs your attention or whatever. Like might I don't know, ride past a million houses or something like that, and you might see something on the front porch or whatever case may be that grabs your attention or whatever for whatever reason or whatever. That's a symbol. You see what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, but one of the most obvious and apparent symbols would actually be health issues, right? So that's a perfect opportunity to allow you. That's your environment communicating with you. That's like a prime example of your environment communicating with you. Now you can view it from the perspective of your larger environment communicating with you. You see what I'm saying? The birds and the trees and all that stuff like that, or your larger ecosystem communicating with you, which reflects communication as far as your mind is concerned, but your body, which is a smaller ecosystem as far as your physical person is concerned, that is also an ecosystem which sends messages and is also readable and decodable. I mean, if we can do divination on a car or a refrigerator or something like that, we can do divination on the body. And that's an aspect of when we talk about true master. I was saying like, okay, well, true master is me filtering the martial art through the experiential. That's an aspect of how you even arrive at um, the martial arts applications of it, because your ecosystem is two people. It's a interaction between two people or whatever. Whereas if you get sick or whatever case may be, you're looking at your body. Um, it's a good opportunity to understand different things or whatever. It's a couple of different ways you can do that type of thing. You can a lot of well, every part of the body, every aspect of the body, or whatever case may be, is covered in the astrological language. You can view it from that perspective, or you can view it from a perspective of what something does. You see what I'm saying? So let's get into this real quick. Let's see. Physical illnesses correspond to situations in your life. The cure to the illness in theme may be the fix for the corresponding situation. So let's say like if you may have a situation with some sort of blockage or something like that, and this also encourages you to, let's say, like learn some naturopathic system of self healing or what have you, so that you can more easily discern the themes when you run into certain situations with the body or whatever. Okay, what's the function of mucus? What's the function of pus? What's the function of blood? What does it mean when this happens or whatever case may be? What does this organ do? So when that thing shuts down or malfunctions or whatever, you understand what the body is trying to tell you, because it's a theme behind that, what that organ does. It's a theme behind what that system does, that organ system does, or whatever case may be. So the illness behind it is a theme. You know what I'm saying? You can have blockages in the body or whatever. That's a theme. It's a fix for that or whatever case may be. Specifically, what does this particular medicine or treatment do that alleviates the problem or whatever case may be? The theme of it may correspond with the same problem in your life or whatever, or the answer to the problem in your life. A lot of times the answers are baked into the fractals or what have you, if you just think about it from what fixes the situation or what have you. The function of whatever the organ system that's malfunctioning lets you know what area of life or what theme needs to be adjusted. Always ask yourself, what does it do? Like same thing what we was just saying, what is its function? Usually its function will give you an idea of the theme. And expression is determined by its function. That's a quote from the Egyptologist R.A. Swallowed-Lucas. um, a expression is determined by its function. You can tell what a thing is based off of what it does, and that's and how we've been talking about putting things in their proper context. This is the power of putting things in their proper context, where you can receive messages from things. You're dispersing the ego already. Okay, wow, it's not just things that human beings can write that are relevant for my understanding or whatever. I can look at my environment, I can look at my body or whatever case may be, and it makes you more a part of that. It makes it more alive to you or whatever case may be, and it gives you more reverence um, for it or whatever case may be. If you know that if you know that your body is communicating with you, is telling you something or whatever case may be, not only about your health but about your life. You see what I'm saying? About a situation that you're going through, about anything. It's get your this malady in your body is giving you advice on what you need to do in your personal life. Imagine that. See, so let's see here. What is the general theme behind the illness? What is its treatment? So based on the problem and the cure, what is the theme behind the whole situation? You see what I'm saying? Let's say there's a medical issue that has, this organ is functioning this way, or I'm having an excess buildup or of XYZ or whatever case may be. This is trying to function, but it can't because I'm eating too much of this or I'm doing too much of that or whatever case may be. There's a theme behind the illness. There's a theme behind the cure, and there's a theme behind the whole situation or whatever case may be. And it usually corresponds to something else that you're going through in your life. What event in your life corresponds with this theme? Remember, it's not the literal situation. We're not viewing things as isolated events. From this perspective, we don't see things as isolated events. Everything is ordered. Everything works as a pattern. You see what I'm saying? Finding the context of let's see here. Various naturopathic medicine systems and medical astrology are good tools in this. Like I was saying earlier, finding the context of a disease or disorder. Remember, the experiential is the inverse of astrology. It's the inverse of astrology. Astrology starts with symbols or glyphs, you see what I'm saying, that address a particular theme. You see what I mean? That defines a physical situation. So we starting with the theme. You see what I'm saying? The experiential works backwards. It starts from the symbol, which would be the thought or the feeling or some aspect of the general situation. Symbols congregate to form patterns or what have you. It's like if you're looking at a planet in the sky, the planet would be the symbol. The orbit of the planet would be its pattern. But unless you pay close attention to the symbol, you would never even recognize the pattern. Patterns are a little bit harder to detect, and principles are the hardest to detect. You see what I'm saying? So with the experiential, you're starting from the from the situation, from a symbol that would be the actual physical situation, and you're trying to discern the thing. So it's the inverse of astrology. You're going the other way up. Okay. And yeah, and just to speak on that, and I know some of this stuff I'm speaking about, like some of y'all may still have um like when I talk about astrology or tarot or something like that, this is some things that some people still relegate as I don't believe in that. I'll tell you like this. Most of the people who say they don't believe in things like astrology, you probably never met a real astrologer. You probably never sat down with a real astrologer. I'm not talking about a newspaper article. I'm not talking about cafe astrology. I'm talking about a physical person that sat you down and explained some stuff to you. You probably never sat with a person like that. Until you sit with a person like that, don't say what you don't believe, because you saying that you don't believe in astrology is like telling an engineer that you don't believe in calculus. It makes you look silly. So don't say that. So as you can see, like, not only are we beyond the idea of whether we believe in that or not? It's a mathematical science, and we understand that. And we have other totally separate disciplines or whatever that we can use that mathematical science to check our results from this science or whatever case may be. So you see what I'm saying? It's not when we talk about some of these things, and a lot of times I speak like this. We're speaking about methods. It's nothing we don't. It's nothing. We're not talking about what we believe in. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about methods, perspectives. We're talking about things that get results. We're not. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but we're on the scientist side of the four phases of awareness with this one. So just want to make that short one. But yeah, when you get sick, when you have little illnesses, when something grabs your attention, pay attention to it or whatever case may be, because that qualifies as a symbol and everything like that. And like I said, always try to get three. Don't go with the first one. Try to get three, and then determine the theme. But illnesses of yourself, illnesses as it pertains to other people and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah, you can look at an illness that another person got and pretty much and kind of discern the theme and kind of get an idea for what they may be going through in their particular experience. So it's a useful tool. But I just wanted to make that quick video. Appreciate y'all. Y'all like what y'all been here. Like and subscribe. Appreciate the love and catch y'all on the other side.